Am I done with Over the Road? Hey guys, look, I got me over the Christmas break, which I hope you guys had a great Christmas break. And hope you got a chance to see family and take a little time off the road. If you didn't, hopefully you can get off for maybe New Year's Eve. I know after going about a month, I like to get off the road for a few days. But you guys know I'm a cigar smoker. So this is called, manufactured by Leaf. And it's the Leaf cigars. It's actually a tobacco leaf that they put on it. And some of the ones that I get, they're completely wrapped in a leaf. And the leaf is usually about 12, 14 inches long. It's one complete leaf. It's pretty cool. So this particular one just takes off and it's all dried up. But I got some good cigars when I was home. Well, a few. And I was actually just talking to Ed from Night Transportation. He's one of our, I call you guys family. I don't like you calling you guys subs. So, I call you family. He's one of the family. And he was telling me about one of his first trips he went to. He's out of the Phoenix, Arizona yard. And he went to Planet Jersey. And so we trip planned together, and he was very thorough. He did a great job. But just like, all good plans go to waste very quickly in trucking, as we all know. So, he planned for what happens if he misses the turn and all that stuff. So in that area, within about 3 miles, he knew that place inside and out. But it was about 10 miles before that where all the trouble went. You guys know what it's like. Road construction, detour. Next thing you know, all plans are out the window. And Ed, bless your heart, he made a good decision for being a rookie. He made a really smart decision. I said, you got good intellect, you got good instincts, because he knew at a very early on off this detour he could either go right or left, and it was just, there was no way to tell. And he, like anybody else, you don't want to, GPSs you can throw out the window at that point when you don't have time to sit down and look at it. And I always use 2 at a time and let them argue against each other, and then I vote which one's going to be right or wrong. And sure enough, so he's like, I'm going to sit here, I can't go left or right, I don't know which one to take, so I'm going to stop. And he stopped traffic and everything, and it's just it was very stressful. He handled it like a champ with a good attitude. It was a can-do attitude. It was like, all right, somebody's going to know how to get me out of this, because I don't. And sure enough, another, like a bus driver, a guy that does like tours and stuff like that, I guess, happened to come up and help him out. And I think he actually ended up calling the police. And I think that gentleman that handled the commercial tours helped him before the police even got there. I don't even know if the police ever showed up. Jersey can be like that. So there were no shots fired, so it wasn't an emergency. But he got out of that. And another one I want to tell you about is a buddy of mine. I don't know if I told you this before or not, but I'll tell you real quick. He was pulling. We both delivered at the same place. I delivered mine and left. When you get out of there, you got to turn right and go off. It was in Fletcher, North Carolina. Lots of mountains and hills. When he left, he turned left. He meant to go right, but he turned left. At the time he turned left, he realized he shouldn't have turned left, but it wasn't so obvious, and he kept thinking he could turn around. But the further he went, the less and less and less likely it was going to be that he was going to be able to turn around. The next thing you know, he made his way up a mountain. He had to back down. He had 2 options. He had to call the police. The police came up, and the police officer said, at what point did you realize that this was a bad, the place that you weren't supposed to be? He says, you're standing on the spot at this place. At this point right here is when I knew that this is not a good place to be. It's when I stopped and I called you. So that was a stupid question for an officer, because that ain't going to help to solve the problem. It's just going to make him feel bad for for the decision he made. So anyway, he stopped. He had to eat. He said there's only two options. One, you're gonna have to back down this 3.5 mile road that you put yourself on, or we're gonna have to get the helicopter and the straps, and we're gonna have to come out and pick your trailer up and turn it around. He said, well, we're gonna back this motherfucker down. So he called the officer called a record company, a pickup record, to come, and they followed him down. So the trailer, he was backing the trailer down, and the pickup, the record was behind him. And if the trailer couldn't maneuver enough, because he was running out of road and hanging off the road, then the trailer, the record would pick up and move over the rear tandems on the trailer, put it back in the right spot, and then he would continue on. So it took him a few hours to get, well, not a few hours, it took him about an hour to get down 3.5 miles backwards. Bless his heart. Oh my God. And then he got stuck into two snowstorms, one in Pennsylvania and another one in Nebraska. And I was like, man. So I bet you'd be glad he got home Christmas Day, I think. So that was rough. Sometimes you run into those situations. They're just all the stories that we like to tell and we like to listen to, and we just hope that we never have to live them ourselves. But I don't know. I'm just catching up with you. I'm going to do a separate video. I'm actually on a new adventure. So is the Kangaroo Trucker going to be done with Over the Road? That's what I'll probably name the title of this. So I have an opportunity to try a dedicated account, and I went online to see what it's like, and ATS has a contract with Target, and they've got a new one down in South Georgia. So I was up in Minnesota, and over the weekend they had me run the dedicated account up there in Minnesota, where it gets colder. And my bunk heater decided, ooh, this is too cold for me, I'm not even going to work. So I was like, well, thank you, Mr. Bunk Heater. So for 3 days I had no heat, and my truck would only idle 5 minutes at a time. Now I did manage to use this tire thumper and put it on the fuel pedal, but it only gave me about 20 minutes, and then the truck figured out what I was doing and said, no, we're not going to play that game. You're not supposed to idle. So I just ended up with about every set of clothes I had in this truck on. And I just slept. It was cold in the morning, but it was fine. It wasn't too bad. It's been a lot colder in Minnesota than it was those last 3 nights, so I made it through. But the point is I got a chance to experience what it was like, and it's different because all the videos that show me what I was trying to research for dedicated accounts were a lot of reefer, live load, live unload. So it's different in the dry van. So I'm going to do a video for Target dedicated dry van, something like that, because it's a trailer swap. Now a trailer swap sounds like you're just switching two, but it's actually you're doing 3 drops and 3 hooks. Excuse me. But they do pay you for doing all that stuff. So I go to one DC center, and then I serve about probably a, 400 mile radius of it. So then I go out and back, go to the stores, drop and hook, and bring it back. So it was very interesting. It was different. I think I'll like it. It's not going to be anywhere near Planet Jersey, and I think we'll see. And I asked my dispatch if I can, every once in a while, is there any way I can get out and stretch my legs and do a long run? Because I don't know if I'm going to get burnt out if I just have to do a bunch of little 300, 200, even 50 and 100 mile runs. But I'll stay busy, which is what I like. They'll pay me a little bit better than when I get paid, so I think it'll be interesting. I'll keep you posted on it. I'll still keep vlogging my experience, so it'll just be a little bit different. Will I miss going out west and all? Yes, I'm sure of that. But I haven't been going out west very much now anyway. I've been missing that anyway, so we'll see. I'll keep you posted. But anyway, hope you guys had a good Christmas. All those guys who have subscribed, welcome to the family. And I appreciate every one of you guys. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. We'll keep growing the channel a little bit at a time. Still having fun doing this. And wishing you guys a Happy New Year's, and I'm sure I'll be back on before then. Take care.